Hey, thank you for coming back. And today I'd like to talk to you about another lantern, and it's this one from Klarus. This is the Klarus Cl2 Camping Light. Now, this thing has a few tricks up its sleeve. First off, each panel can come down, and it clicks into place. So you don't have to have it straight down. You can kind of angle it. You can have it from straight up. So you can angle it any way you like, or you can keep it on a table just like this. Now, as you've seen, when I pulled the panels down, it has this little rubber hanger here. So it can you can hang it in a tent from a tree or anything of that nature. Underneath the hanger, right there, you have a 1/4-20 mount or a tripod mount if you like. And before I go into any more about the light, let me just show you what you get in the box. You get an instruction sheet, little information about other types of lights they sell. You get a carabiner clip, which will work with the little loop that's built in, which is silicone rubber. They even give you a charging cable. Now, if you notice right here, it's a lightning connector, but it's also a USB Type-C on that end. And on the other end, it's your basic USB Type-A. More on all that in just a moment. Now, they claim 4 light modes. Well, it's really 7, but they say 4, but it's really 7 modes. You get a low, medium, and high. Now, that's in a warm light, which means it's a little bit more yellow or orangey type color. Then you get another one, which is only in high mode, and it's a cool white color. Now, the other mode you got, in my opinion, is a flashlight. There's a red light in here and a red flashing light, and the flashlight also flashes SOS. Now, you're going to see this little tab here. There's the power switch, but there's a little bit bigger one here. Once you open it up, you got a USB Type-C port and a USB Type-A port. The C port is how you charge this lantern. And right here, the bigger USB Type-A port, you can actually use this as a power bank. Also, right next to the USB Type-C ports, you see those little 4 dots. That's the battery indicator lights. And then you just simply press this silicone rubber piece back in really good. And it's pretty much waterproof. It has a waterproof rating of IPX5. Now, and since you can use it as a power bank, it has a 10,400 milliamp hour battery built into this. The USB Type-A port, or the output, so you can use this as a power bank, is 5 volts at 2 amps. So if you happen to be hunting, camping, hiking, power outage, whatever, you can at least still charge your phone, your tablet, or whatever type of device that you might want to use. To operate the light, it's very, very simple. Click it on. It automatically comes into the low mode, and unfortunately with all these studio lights and stuff, it's going to show white, but it's really an orange color. There's the medium. There's the high. Now, all those were in that orange. As you can tell from my face here, yes, it is kind of an orange or yellow type tint to it. There's the white. That's it for that. Now, to get into the flashlight mode, you simply take the power button, press and hold, and the flashlight comes on. If you were to hold it again, the red lamp is going to come on and it's going to be flashing. So if you're sensitive to flashing lights, you might want to maybe fast forward this real quick. And if I can get it going right. Well, first let me show you the SOS on the flashlight since I double pressed the button. So you got an SOS on the flashlight. And then, like I said, let me show you the red one. There's the red beacon light. And it's just flashing, no SOS on the red, but you do get the SOS here on the flashlight. And pretty much that's it about all of the specs. Oh, they do use an ABS type plastic on here. And it doesn't feel cheap. I mean, yes, it does feel plasticky, but it's not like the cheap stuff. Okay. One other thing they do give you in the box is this nice little carry pouch with a cinch top, so you can put the light, the charging cable, the carabiner clip. Even if you want to put the instructions in here, you can, so it'll help you travel around. So without further ado, oh, by the way, there's the lights, the battery indicator lights. Let me do that again real quick. So each one represents like roughly 25%, and that'll tell you your battery level on those 4 lights. It's nice that you can actually see it through the silicone rubber instead of having to open it up and look all the time. So now let me show you the test video of this light. All I'm going to do is just have it hanging from something, and I'm just going to stand next to it through each light mode, just so I can kind of shorten up my video a little bit. Then I'll come back and talk to you about my final thoughts. Okay, just before the test video happens, I know I didn't mention any of the lumen counts or the run times. That's because to help shorten up the video slightly, I'm just going to show you some pictures that I got off the Klarus website that will tell you the lumen count and run time for each one of the light modes here. Because I know a lot of you don't like hearing me talk so much. So I figured I would shorten everything up a little bit and throw those in there just before the test video. All right, so enjoy the video.
Perfect.
Okay, so what do I think of the Klarus Cl2 Lantern? Well, I do kind of like it. I also like the idea of it where you can turn it down like this so you can have it hanging, you can have it angled and everything else like that. But one of the things I found very weird is to have the tripod mount here. I mean, I know in some of the pictures they're going to show you can put the tripod on there and you can have it like if you're filming outside and it'll look kind of like this and you can use it that way. I get it. Don't get me wrong. I do get that whole idea. But I would rather have seen the flashlight up here, this part being removable or, screw it on somehow. Have the flashlight here. So even if you're doing something like this, the flashlight would still shine through. And have the tripod mount on the bottom. To me, that would make a little bit more sense. Or even go as far as having something you can, slip onto it that has a separate arm out here where you can attach like a tripod mount that way. Something like that. This is kind of a little... I just think they got it reversed and they need to redo that. The other thing I'd like to see is on these panels here, something to come in here like one kind of like a little bit of a groove here and a little extension on this side. So when you put these panels together, they kind of clip into place. Because look at this. I mean, you can kind of they just flop around a little bit. So if they were to put something in here, like on this side, you have a little bit of a raised edge. This side here, you have kind of like a little valley, if you will. So when you close them, they kind of slip together so it will stay kind of together. Another thing I would really have loved to have seen, but I don't know how they could do it, but make these panels rotatable. So like if you wanted it down this way and set it on a table, because say you don't have anything to really hang on or something, you could turn these around to, directional. Instead of just like this, or with a tripod or something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know you could set this up like this on a table and have a whole bunch of light that way. But to make this thing a little bit more versatile, if you could take it and rotate them slightly maybe, that would be a lot better. And here's the other idea about having the flashlight in here. If they could have put some kind of reflective material like aluminum tape, heck, maybe even just pieces of mirror, glass mirror in there. So when you close it up and you have a flashlight in there, the light will reflect off of all that surface and come out, and it might even be a little bit brighter. So that was my idea. I do like it. It does pump out a lot of light. It does run for a long time. Like the charts said, it does run for, the run times are pretty good. They're pretty much there, right up, spot on with the run times that they claim. So it is a pretty good thing. And like I said, it's better to have no light or have some kind of light than no light at all, especially in cases of emergencies, such as power outages, hurricanes, or just some kind of a bad storm, something like that. It's always good to have some kind of light. And this one, it does light up pretty good. Lights up, well, you've seen it in the video, and it's actually a little bit brighter in real life than the video, because the camera, no camera is really going to show you how bright something really is, no matter how good you are at adjusting all the settings, and no matter how good the camera truly is. You can have a $10,000 camera and it's not going to show you the total 100% brightness of this at night. Any light is actually brighter in real life than what any camera will show you. So do I recommend you get the Klarus Cl2 camping lantern? Yeah, I do. I think it's worth the money. I think Klarus can definitely do a little bit better improvements on it, like the ones I suggested. And that's about it. Yeah, I think you'd be happy if you were to get this. So if you happen to like this video, please give it that thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget about that notification bell. It would really help me out a lot if you were to share this video and maybe a few more of my others on all of your social media. And until the next video, you, your friends, your family, and yes, even all of your pets, you all have a great day. And I will see you in the next video.